Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about the shoulders and scapula. Do not forget the scapula. They're very important. So I'll show you some of my favorite mobility drills and stabilizing exercises that will help our shoulders be strong and healthy and mobile. And they'll help us to get that nice straight line in the handstand. So we not only want to work on strengthening the shoulder, but also on mobility, because it's like, you know, the joints are like a machine, basically. Like if you don't oil your bike, it's gonna get rusty. If we don't work on mobility, they're gonna get rusty, and you know, sooner or later we're gonna hurt ourselves. So yeah, and we also want to not forget about the scapula, because the scapula play a key role in helping to stabilize our whole shoulder and arm. So the more you repeat these things, the more it'll become natural for your body. You will build muscle memory, and you won't have to think about it when you're upside down. Because usually once you get inverted, the mind starts panicking, you forget how to breathe even sometimes. So it's good to repeat these things while you're on the ground, right side up, and then it gradually becomes easier and easier, and your body just does it. And we really need to be working on mobility, not just strengthening, because the straighter you could get your arms, then the more you could just stack your bones on top of each other, and the easier the position of the straight handstand becomes. All right, well, let me stop blabbing and let's get to it. Arms out to the sides, bend at the elbows 90 degrees, and continue to rotate internally and externally. Pull the low belly in and up, and try not to let the ribs flare out. Make sure to remember about the scapula. Keep them retracted and active the whole time. Keep one arm bent at the elbow and the other arm extended to the side, and keep switching. Your head will follow the bent elbow. Keep the low belly in and up, and don't let the ribs flare out. Also, don't forget about your scapula here. Keep them moving. One arm is an internal rotation and adduction. The other is an external rotation and abduction. In other words, try to think of it as trying to reach your scapula to scratch them. Remember about those scapula. Raise your arms out in front of you and move the scapula through their full range of motion. Moving in circular motions, raise them up, elevation, spread them wide, protraction, move them down, depression, and move them closer together, retraction. First go forward, then repeat the same movement back. Move them mindfully and with control. Elevation, protraction, depression, retraction. Try to only move the shoulder and scapula. Keep the core nice and tight. Grab the broomstick with a full grip, starting out wide first. When you reach your arms overhead, push, push, push all the way up, and then go back. And keep going back and forth. Be patient with it. Eventually you will get your arms closer together. again, be mindful to keep your core active. Pull the low belly in and up. Lie down on your belly, interlace your fingers behind your head, and move the elbows up and down. Similar as before, only we will also be raising the chest. Make sure to pull the low belly in and up, and glutes are active. Starting in prone position, raise the arms and chest up, but make sure to really engage the scapula, retract and depress. Activate the core, low belly in and up. Starting in quadruped or tabletop position, align the shoulders over wrists and really push the ground away. And begin to protract and retract the scapula. Move them away from each other and bring them closer together, slowly and with control. A progression from tabletop would be to try the same exercise in plank. Make sure to keep the whole back body active and low belly pulling in and up. The last progression to the same exercise would be to try it in one arm plank. Protract and retract the scapula with control. Go into side plank and move your top arm from internal to external rotation slowly and mindfully. Keep your core engaged. And then obviously repeat it on the other side. Finish off with a nice long stretch in puppy pose. This is one of my favorite ways to work on opening the shoulders, chest, and upper back. But make sure to keep the pose active. Tuck the tailbone, pull the low belly in and up, and firmly press your hands into the mat. Thanks again for coming by. I hope you enjoyed my content. I hope it comes in handy. Let me know if you try any of these out. Tag me in your videos on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. And if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and yeah, happy balancing to you guys. Peace.